Okay, good morning, student. So all of you take out your this CRD notes, okay? Means chronic renal disease notes, okay? So we will be having a discussion on that. And who haven't yet on your video, now please on your video. Okay, so chronic kidney disease, or what was the other name of chronic renal failure? Darshana, what was the other name of chronic renal failure?
Chronic kidney disease.
Okay, and what is the other one?
End stage of renal disease.
End-stage renal disease. Okay, Darshan. So chronic renal failure now, which I have given you all the notes, that is chronic renal failure. You can simply call it as chronic kidney disease, or you can also call as end-stage renal disease, ESRD. So let me first show you all the screen. Okay, so what was the definitions that I have given you all? The definition that I have given you all. So it was that chronic kidney disease, which is also known as chronic renal disease, it is a rapidly progressive deterioration or loss of renal function, okay, in which the body's ability to maintain metabolic and fluid and electrolyte balance fails, resulting in uremia or azotemia over a period of months or years. So the definition of CKD, you cannot make it up, okay? जैसा है वैसा ही लिखना पड़ेगा, or like you have to study in this way. So anyone have any doubts on this definition? Anyone? If no, I'll start asking you all. You all still remember what is chronic? Samuel, chronic क्या था?
Very serious.
Yes, very good. Very severe, right? Okay. Okay, so let me explain one more time, okay? Chronic kidney disease is what? So chronic kidney disease, which is also known as chronic renal disease, and which is also known as end-stage renal disease, okay? It is a rapidly progressive deterioration, means the disease can be very, very much progress, okay? The chronic renal failure, it can be the condition can be rapidly progressing, खराब होते जा रहा है, okay, and then the function is deteriorating, खराब होते रहा है, it's like that, or loss of renal function. And the even obviously if the deterioration is keeping on progressing, then the renal function also will be lost, तो renal function भी decrease होते रहेगा. और अगर ऐसा होगा तो how it will be, the body ability to maintain metabolic and fluid and electrolyte balance will fail, जो क्योंकि किडनी ही क्या करती है, वो जो fluid and electrolyte balance, all this it used to maintain ना. So if when there is the loss in the renal function, then what will happen is that it will not be able to maintain the metabolic and fluid as well as electrolyte balance, okay. And if it can't maintain the metabolic and fluid as well as electrolyte balance, then what will happen? It will result in uremia or else azotemia, okay, over a period of months or else a years. It will depend on the progress of the renal this condition. So are you clear, all of you? And what is uremia, azotemia, ये सब का meaning दे दिया, and even I have discussed all this in the important question also. So now let me ask Girija, what was uremia? If you can't answer, Rashmi will tell me the answer. Uremia. Uremia. You know or not? If no, then I'll just pass the question to other. Okay, Rashmi, can you
Sorry,
please?
ma'am.
Okay, Girija, no problem. Rashmi, you have any idea?
Ma'am, high level was blood production.
Uh, Rashmi, can you please see once again slowly?
Ma'am, high level was blood production.
High level of blood production. Okay. Ishan, can you please tell me what is uremia? Hurry up, please don't waste time. Ishan, hurry up. You just on your audio and say what is uremia.
And high level of urine.
High level of urine. Srijana, can you please tell me what is uremia?
Ma'am, high level of waste product in blood.
Yes, all of you write down. Okay, high level of the waste product in blood. Okay, waste product जो है ना वो बहुत high होगा. Waste product. Okay, what is exothermia? Dibyajit? Dibyajit, exothermia क्या है? Exothermia. Because what
Yes, ma'am.
happened? Yeah, say what is exothermia? If you don't have idea, I'll pass to others. Shall I pass?
Ma'am,
Say
urea and nitrogen
urea and nitrogen what?
compounds in blood. Elevated level.
Oh, okay. Samuel, can you please tell me nicely? Okay, thank you, Dibyajit. You have idea.
Elevated level of urea and other nitrogen compound.
Oh, yes. Okay, very good. Okay, Dibyajit, you were right. Okay, I think I could not hear you properly. That's why. Okay, so that means all of you are clear about the definition, right? So if the definition come in exam, okay, that if I give the definition in exam, like chronic kidney disease is also known as chronic renal disease or rapidly progressive deterioration, if I will give, and in the option if I give, this is the definition of nephrotic syndrome, acute renal failure, or else it is the definition of nephritic syndrome. So will you be able to differentiate which definition is for which disease? Will you be able to differentiate?
Yes.
All of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So what was the next point? The next was, I guess I gave you all the etiology. So coming to the etiology. So in the first etiology, what you got is that there will be a chronic glomerular nephritis. etiology का मतलब क्या है? इसका मतलब causes है ना, ये जो chronic kidney disease है क्या का वजह से होता है? Because of what reason we suffer from chronic kidney disease? Okay, so if there is inflammation, okay, if there is inflammation in the glomeruli, and the inflammation is so much severe, okay, that is chronic glomerular nephritis. chronic का मतलब बहुत severe. तो जो glomeruli में जो inflammation हो रहा है, हाँ, that inflammation is very much severe. So because of that, you can have chronic kidney disease. And if someone is suffering from diabetes mellitus, that means diabetes mellitus का मतलब है कि high level of sugar, okay? तो किसी का high level of sugar हुआ तो क्या होगा? They have the chances of developing this chronic kidney disease. And again, high blood pressure, जब hypertension होगा, किसी का BP बहुत high होगा, हाँ? So in that case, he or she have a great chances of developing this chronic kidney disease. And if there is any long-term infection, okay, such as chronic pyelonephritis means inflammation of the kidney. If there is any kind of inflammation, okay, that occur in your kidney, okay, and long-term infection, tuberculosis, TB जो है ना, that is also a long-term infection. So all these can also be the cause of CKD. And the other one is polycystic kidney disease. So बहुत सारा, like if there is a multiple cysts present in your kidney, okay, बहुत सारा cysts present हुआ, तो and that can also be the cause of CKD. And injury or trauma, if there is any injury or else if there is any trauma that can also be the cause of CKD. And kidney stone, अगर हमारा kidney पे stone हुआ या फिर infection हुआ, okay, if there is stone in your kidney and if there is any infection in your kidney, that can also be the cause of CKD. And then reflux nephropathy. Reflux, you all already know now. What is reflux? What is reflux? Nafishisa, what is reflux?
Ma'am, backflow.
Yes, very good. Okay, so if there is a black flow, okay. So what is nephropathy? Anyone? What is nephropathy? Malvina, what is nephropathy?
Kidney stone.
Nephropathy means kidney stone, right? Okay. Sheetal, can you please tell me what is nephropathy? Sheetal? Okay, Shelly, can you please tell me what is nephropathy?
Ma'am,
Yes, yes.
the urine won't go back to its actual place. Instead, it will go back to kidney that will process to reflux nephrectomy.
Oh, okay, okay. Partially correct, okay, okay. So reflux means if it is the flow back, okay. So if the any kind of kidney disease occur, okay, if there is any nephropathy ka matlab hai ki any kind of disease, okay, that occur in the kidney, you can simply call it as kidney disease, okay. So there is also a diabetic nephropathy, different nephropathies there. So nephropathy mainly is the kidney disease. So if there is if there is disease in your kidney, what happens is that how the urine was supposed to flow, now it will not flow in that way. Instead, it will reverse and it will flow backward. So that is the refluxpathy. And because of all these condition, okay, it can lead to chronic kidney disease. So there are also certain toxic chemicals, okay, bahut sara, like in this world there are so many chemicals, okay. Apart from those thousands of chemicals, there are some certain chemicals, okay, that can let a person suffer from chronic kidney disease. Those toxic chemicals are cadmium, mercury, all this. So, and the other one is if there is interstitial nephritis, okay, I already explained this, what is interstitial nephritis, and if there is any developmental or congenital disorder. So these also I already explained. So what was interstitial nephritis? Interstitial nephritis kya tha?
It is a kidney disorder which the
Yes.
space between kidney tubules becomes swollen.
Can you please say so slowly?
It is a kidney disorder which the
Yes.
space between kidney tubule becomes swollen.
Oh, okay. So, okay, Darshana. Finisha, can you please tell me clearly? It's Darshana, what you said, it is correct, but clearly.
It is a kidney disorder in which the space between the kidney tubules becomes swollen.
Very good. Okay, okay. So both of you are like what you said is correct. Okay. So the interstitial kidney disease. Okay, like that is interstitial nephritis. It is a kind of kidney disorder, or it is a kind of kidney disease, okay, in which the space between the kidney tubules becomes swollen. So बहुत सारा ट्यूबल है ना इन नेफ्रोन्यूगॉन ना, डिस्टल कन्वोल्यूटेड ट्यूबल, प्रॉक्सिमल कन्वोल्यूटेड ट्यूबल, जो और किडनी का जो ट्यूबल है ना, so if they are in the space between the kidney tubule, वो space in between the space ना अगर swollen हुआ, swollen का मतलब अगर inflame हुआ, inflammation हुआ, तो that is known as interstitial nephritis. So, and what was the other? Developmental and congenital delay. What was the meaning of developmental, all these things? I have explained everything. Sankamchi, can you please explain for your friends?
Ma'am, developmental is which we can develop, and congenital is from birth, which is kind of inherited.
Okay, Senkamchi. Okay. Srijana, can you please tell me what is developmental or congenital disorder in a brief way?
Ma'am, developmental means the body structure are not fully developed, like limb defect, broad and flat nose, and congenital means they are born with defect from birth only.
Okay. Okay, so let's move to the, I hope all of you are clear with the etiology. So let's move with the clinical manifestation. So clinical manifestation, let me directly ask without showing this screen, because अगर किसी का chronic kidney disease हुआ तो उसका cause भी already पता चल गया ना. You all already know the causes also. Now you can directly tell me what type of symptoms he or she can have, because from the name itself, chronic kidney disease, na, that means any kind of problem that relate to kidney, and the problem is very, very much severe. Na? So in the causes itself, we got so many points. So from that, you can directly have idea. So let me ask one by one. So let me ask Ishan. Ishan, can you please tell me the clinical manifestation that you will find under gastrointestinal?
Nausea, vomiting,
Yes, and then?
anorexia, ulceration,
Okay. And then what?
hemorrhage and hiccups.
All of you still remember hiccups? Samuel ने demo दिया था offline class में. You remember hiccups? I still remember Samuel gave the demo, right, Samuel?
Yes.
You remember, Samuel? Okay, very good. Okay, so Isan said that in you will find the clinical manifestation of gastrointestinal as nausea, vomiting, anorexia. So Divyajit, बोलो तो anorexia क्या है? जल्दी बोलो. We'll move on. Divyajit, I think his network is better. What? Okay. Rifen, can you please tell me what is anorexia?
Yes, ma'am, loss of appetite.
Yes, very good. Okay, Rifen, can you please tell me what is loss of appetite? I need explanation. Yes, anorexia means loss of appetite. So loss of appetite का मतलब क्या है? You want to eat so many things, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
No, ma'am, that aren't due to underlying.
Okay. विशाल, loss of appetite का मतलब क्या है? Anorexia का मतलब तो loss of appetite है. तो loss of appetite का मतलब क्या है? अपना खुद का understanding से बोलो तो. विशाल.
I don't know, ma'am.
Okay, no problem. Okay, Virginia, can you please share what is loss of appetite? Hurry up, please.
Then feel like eating anything.
Yes, very good. You will not feel like eating anything. It's not it. If you feel like eating also, you can eat only less amount. There is loss of appetite. समझ में आया विशाल? कुछ खाने का भी मन नहीं means नहीं कर रहा है. Okay, you don't feel like eating anything, or else if you feel like eating also, like your appetite is not there. Like सिर्फ थोड़ा सा. Understand, Vishal?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So let's move on to the clinical manifestation or sign and symptoms that come under cardiovascular. Okay. Cardio सुन के ही दिमाग में क्या आता है? When you heard the words cardio, what comes in your mind? Cardio. Cardio. Anyone?
Heart.
Yes, very good, Samuel. It's heart. Okay. So cardiovascular, it relate to heart. Okay. Now Trisna Rasbongsi, can you please tell me what are the signs and symptoms that you will get under cardiovascular system? Please.
Ma'am, hypertension,
Yes.
pericarditis,
Yes. And then?
and pericardial
effusion.
Very good. Okay. Now, who want to explain what is pericarditis? Let me ask Surajit. Surajit? Surajit, can you please tell me what is
Yes, ma'am.
pericarditis? क्या है बोलो तो जल्दी बोलो. If you don't know, I'll ask other. Okay, no problem. Ilasara, can you please answer what is pericarditis?
It is the inflammation of the pericarditis.
I'm asking what is pericarditis? Inflammation of
the pericarditis.
Ilasara.
Of
Okay.
pericardium.
Yes, pericardium, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So what is pericardium?
It is the covering of the heart.
Yes, or else you can simply call it is a membrane that cover our heart. There is a membrane, okay, or it is a sac-like membrane, okay, that used to cover our heart. Our sweetheart, this it used to cover, okay, this pericardium used to cover this. Also, if there is inflammation in that pericardium that covers our heart, okay, तब क्या होता है कि that is known as pericarditis. Are you clear, all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so what is pericardial effusion? Pericardial effusion.
There will be excess fluid between the heart and the sac that is surrounding the heart.
Okay, very good. So pericarditis and pericardium, don't get confused, okay, all of you. So pericardial effusion means there will be excess fluid, okay, there will be excess fluid accumulation between the heart and the sacs around the heart, okay. So heart और sac का बीच में बहुत सारा fluid accumulate होगा between the heart and the sac. So this sac indicate what? This sac का मतलब क्या है? यहाँ पे sac जो बोला है, it relate to what? अभी मैंने बोला था थोड़ा देर पहले. Malvina, what do you mean by this sac? Because there will be excess fluid. It's not it between the heart and the sac. So what is this sac? What is the name of this sac? Okay, I'll pass to finish.
Pericardium.
Okay, Malvina, it's correct. It's pericardium. Okay, so pericardium, we also call it as a membrane. We also call it as a sac, okay, that cover the heart. So there will be accumulation of fluid, excess fluid, okay, between the heart and the pericardium. So if it happened like that, then we call it as pericardial effusion. विशाल समझ में आया? Heart और pericardium.
Yes, ma'am.
हाँ, हार्ट और पेरिकार्डियम का बीच में एक्सेस फ्लूइड एक्युमुलेट होगा, हाँ, उसको बोलते हैं पेरिकार्डियल इफ्यूजन. So Virginia, can you please tell me if someone have like what will be the clinical manifestation of respiratory system for chronic kidney disease?
Pulmonary edema.
Yes, okay, and then
Pleural effusion.
yes, okay. Any other?
Excessive accumulation of fluid in the lungs.
Okay, Virginia, thank you. So pulmonary edema, okay. Before what you in cardiovascular में क्या देखा था? Don't get confused. In cardiovascular you got pericardial effusion, right? In respiratory you got pleural effusion. So don't get confused between this effusion, okay? एक था pericardial effusion जो cardiovascular system में देखा जाता है. The other one is pleural effusion which we find in respiratory system. So what is pleural effusion? Monica, what is pleural effusion? Monica? Okay. Srijana, please tell me what is pleural effusion. All of you listen carefully, okay?
Ma'am, fluid buildup between the tissues that lines the lungs and the chest.
Okay, before was pericardial effusion, okay? The fluid will be built up between the heart and the pericardium. But in case of pleural effusion, there will be build up of fluid, okay? यहाँ पे भी fluid excess fluid accumulate होगा between the tissue, okay? That line the lungs and the chest. जो tissue है ना, that the tissue that line the lung and the chest, in between that there will be accumulation of the fluid, so don't get confused. So in the exam it might come like this: fluid build up between the tissue that line the lung and the chest. So this meaning indicate what term? Is it pleural effusion? Is it pericardial effusion? Or else it is something else, or none of the above? It can come like this. So you need to know the meaning also. So, okay, the next is metabolic and endocrine. Okay, so what will be the clinical manifestation in this metabolic and endocrine system? Darshana?
Glucose intolerance and
Glucose what?
hyper
Glucose what?
LERA
Oh, what did you
and
mention? Glucose. What did you say? Say again. Glucose? It's correct. It's correct. See?
glucose intolerance.
It's glucose intolerance. Okay. And okay. Okay, Darshana, thank you. Okay, Ilasara, can you please say all the clinical manifestation that comes under metabolic and endocrine?
Glucose intolerance, hyperlipidemia,
Okay.
sex hormone disturbance,
Okay.
causing decreased libido, amenorrhea.
Very good. Okay, so Sujana, please take attendance. Okay, only 10 minutes. Okay, so metabolic and endocrine. So there will be a glucose intolerance. Okay, so glucose intolerance, so all of you know, na, the level of glucose might be high or too high. That is known as glucose intolerance. And hyperlipidemia. Samuel, hyperlipidemia का मतलब क्या है? High level of क्या होगा?
Ma'am, high level of lipid fat in the blood.
Okay, and what do you mean by these sex hormone disturbances? So what are the sex hormone? Can you please tell me the male sex hormone? Samuel, can you please tell me the sex hormone? Mat bolna ki you don't know.
Ma'am,
Yes, I can hear. Please on your audio. If you don't know, I'll pass Bishal.
ma'am, testosterone.
Testosterone, okay? And?
Ma'am, female one.
Testosterone, right? Okay. Okay, Rashmi, can you please tell me what is the female sex hormone?
Ma'am, aldosterone and progesterone.
Say loudly.
Ma'am, androgenous.
Androgynous, Rashmi? From where you got this term?
Ma'am, estrogen.
Okay, good. Estrogen and what?
Ma'am, progestogen.
Progestogen. Estrogen and progesterone. Okay, Rasmi? You know the answer, but like just improve your pronunciation. That's all. Okay, Rasmi? Okay, good.
Ma'am, estrone.
What?
Ma'am, estrone.
Yeah, estrogen. You want the spelling?
Estrogen.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
ESTROGEN. ESTROGEN.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. So estrogen and progesterone. Okay, these two were the like female sex hormones. So there will be like disturbances in that hormones. Okay. So if there is disturbances in the sex hormone, it can cause decrease in libido. What was libido? Libido क्या था? Libido. Ari, what is libido? I already explained. Whoever know, you just
Sexual desire, ma'am.
yes, Senkamji, very good. It is sexual desire. Obviously, if there is disturbances in your sex hormone, understand? जो testosterone है, जो estrogen है, जो progesterone है, if there will be disturbances in your sex hormone, okay, these will cause decreased desire to have sexual intercourse, okay, that is known as libido. जो libido, जो sexual desire होता है ना इंसान का, that will decrease, okay, because of disturbances in your sex hormone. So this is the sign and symptoms you can find under metabolic and endocrine system. So then the other one is amenorrhea. Girija, can you please tell me what is amenorrhea? Girija, what is amenorrhea? Being a girl, you should know this, okay? Amenorrhea, because these disturbances you can find, okay, in chronic kidney disease. If you don't know, Virginia will tell the answer.
No, no, ma'am.
Okay, Virginia, can you please help Girija? On your audio. If you don't know, Finisha will tell the answer.
Absence of menstruation.
Yes, yes, very good. Okay, Girija, it is absence of menstruation. Okay, you can write down absence of when your period stop. Okay, that is known as the absence of menstruation. That is known as amenorrhea. All these small things you need to know, because all this it comes under the sign and symptoms if someone suffer from chronic kidney disease. Okay. So the other one was dermatologic. So when you heard the term derma, what comes in your mind, Finisha? Related to what?
Skin related problem.
Yes, very good, Finisha. So dermatologic means it is a problem that relate to your skin, okay? So what are the signs and symptoms you will find, Bishal? Bishal,
Yes, ma'am.
क्या skin problem दिखाई दे सकता है if someone have chronic kidney disease?
Hyper.
Bolo, is correct. Bolo. Say.
Big, ma'am.
Try to pronounce hyper. Vishal. Okay, it is hyperpigmentation, okay? So there will be a pallor, there will be hyperpigmentation, there will be ecchymosis, pruritus, and then, yes. So what was pruritus? Srijana, what is pruritus?
Itchy skin.
Yes. Okay, if you have some itching in your skin, your skin is very itchy, then that is known as pruritus, okay? And then ecchymosis. What is ecchymosis, Shelly?
Ma'am, bluish discoloration on the skin.
Okay, very good, Shelly. There will be bluish discoloration of the skin, or there will be a dark purple spot, okay, that will be formed on your skin. So that is the meaning of ecchymosis. And then what do you mean by hyperpigmentation? Hyperpigmentation. Ilasara?
Yes, ma'am. Excess amount of color.
Yes, very good. Excess amount of color or excess amount of pigment. Okay, it's very good. Okay, so that was what we could find if someone has suffered from chronic kidney disease. And if that chronic kidney disease is very severe and if it affects your skin, okay, then this kind of problem you can see in a person. So it will depend on which area it affects, okay? So, and then next under hematology, okay, under hematology. In hematology, we find hematology indicate related to blood, okay? So a person might have anemia. Anemia का मतलब है low level of RBC. Okay, anemia. So Samuel, किसी का एनीमिया हुआ कैसे पता चलेगा?
जिसका रेड ब्लड सेल कम होगा.
जिसका रेड ब्लड सेल कम है ना, तो कम है कैसे पता चलेगा? उसका मीनिंग तो पता है कि रेड ब्लड सेल कम होगा, उसका मतलब एनीमिया है. कैसे कम होगा, कैसे पता चलेगा? ओ इसका तो कम है, इसका ज्यादा है, कैसे पता चलेगा? उस दिन मैंने कुछ एक्सप्लेन किया था, रिमेम्बर?
मैम ब्लड टेस्ट करें.
ओके, ब्लड टेस्ट करेंगे. फाइन. ब्लड टेस्ट करने के बाद कैसे पता चलेगा?
मैम उसका हेमोग्लोबिन जो
हाँ
मेल का 14 to 16 होना पड़ेगा.
Very good. That is what I want to know. Okay, so the normal value, if you know the normal value of both the male and the female, you can say, or you can say, or once you see the his or her report na, direct बोल सकते तुम्हारा anemia हुआ, like this, because they will have low level of blood na. So that is the thing. And the other one was neuromuscular. So neuromuscular, the sign and symptoms will be fatigue, there will be a sleep disorder, headache, there will be lethargy, all this, there will be muscular irritability. Okay, and someone will, this sleep disturbances, that is insomnia. Okay, seizure, and then coma. Seizure का दूसरा नाम क्या था? What was the other name of seizure, Malvina? Hurry up, only 1 minute left.